Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Call Me Cloud is his name from the Fao Yu clan. It is leopard. Leopard. I got it right now, right? That's how you pronounce it. Did you guys watch the video yesterday? We had that big long discussion about dispersion. And I went on and on and on. Discussing dispersion. What dispersion actually is in this game. How often your shells disperse from what you're aiming at. And I kind of gave, the whole argument was, well, the published dispersion number doesn't really encapsulate the full meaning of how often your shells will disperse. How often your shells will disperse is governed by Sigma. Sigma manifests itself in this game on how many times you hit bullseyes and how many times your shots deviate from that bullseye. And what we just witnessed was a bullseye. So we're going to feature two tanks. And in fact, he just shot a tank, the Batchat, who's made a terrible mistake. But the Batchat is a tank that struggles with good gun handling or good Sigma. It's kind of what I would describe as a troll gun. Does not hit a lot of bullseyes. And I'm speaking about when you're perfectly still, perfectly fully aimed. So we're going to feature two tanks. One that I love to play. This one here, the Leopard. The Leopard. Which I think has probably the best... One of, not... this one, the STRV, I guess. But as far as a medium tank, probably the best Sigma in the game. The best... if he fully aims his shot, he's going to hit a bullseye almost, I don't know, 9 times out of 10. And, oh, the house was in the way. Right? Bye. Right? He's going to hit lots of bullseyes. And that's fun to play when that happens. Now, he's going to hit the bullseyes, regardless of how big his the circle that you see is. Okay? You know, he may not hit all bullseyes. I haven't seen the game yet, but, you know, he's gonna... I've played this tank. This tank hits bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. Meaning the shot goes right in the center of the circle. When he aims... that one was not quite a bullseye. Now, we talked about this yesterday, right? The size of that circle is the dispersion that Wargaming publishes in... just as I said. See? That he missed. Why did he miss? Because his shot did not hit a bullseye. His shell dispersed from bullseye. It doesn't matter how big the freaking circle was. The shot can go anywhere in that circle when it's fully aimed. Let's see. Come on. There you go. That was a bullseye. And why aren't you shooting, Fosh? So this tank, like I said, if he takes 10 shots, and that one, let's keep that in mind, guys. Let's just write that down. That one would have hit, I think, except that his teammate killed the target before he did. So that's going to go down as a miss in the post-game stats. And that one's going to go down as a miss. I don't know why he shot that. So he took 2 shots there. You know, that he's just... I'm just going to write down the number 2. That I think he just, you know, whiffed the shots just to see if he would hit. So they're going to go down in the stats as misses. He didn't need to fire those 2 shots. But, he tried. There's nothing wrong with trying. But for the sake of argument to try and analyze the post-game stats and how many of his shots... legitimately missed after aiming at the target. Let's say that 2 of them are questionable. And then we're going to watch a tank that has what I would call bad Sigma. Okay. And both the tanks have, when you look at the accuracy, the dispersion that Wargaming publishes, pretty good. This one is phenomenal. You can get this. This guy's probably got 0.28, 0.27, depending on how he's got it set up and his crew skills. Let's just say 0.28, you know, not be too extreme. That's really good. That would be the dispersion, which means the shell can go anywhere in that circle with a radius of 0.28 meters times however many of 100 meters the target is away. A phenomenal gun. But what makes it superb is that the fact that no matter how big that circle is, whether the target's 100, 200, 400, if the target's 400 meters away, you take 0.28 times 4, the circle gets quite, it's bigger than a meter. But you shoot, you snipe, and you typically hit exactly what you're aiming for. That's what makes the Leopard so beautiful. Then we're going to watch one that has probably not 0.28, maybe 0.3. But it's a 0.3 with a much bigger Sigma. And it's a tank that I just can't stand playing. It's just so frustrating. And Wargaming has given that tank much higher DPM. Higher DPM than the Leopard? I believe so. We'll check that. But yeah, it gives it a fast rate of fire because to compensate for the fact that you will miss a lot. Even though your dispersion statistic is not that bad. So this is, for me, this is the deal breaker in tanks. I cannot stand playing, I talked about this yesterday, I cannot stand playing the tanks that have the bad Sigma. The bad function of where the shots go inside that what they call dispersion area. It's a dispersion area. Where do the shots go in there? The tanks where the shots go close to the edge of the circle all the time are just infuriating. Tanks that can shoot the eyeball out of an eagle flying at 10,000 feet, those are fun. Look at, oh, it's on the other side. Both are going to have great games, okay? So, both mobile, both medium tanks, both tier 10. Let's have a look. And how many of you have played the Leopard? How many of you love, like, just beautiful, right? It's just, oh, he did get spotted. I thought for a second there he didn't get spotted. He got spotted. Maybe he didn't think he got spotted too. It seemed like a little bit of a delay, and he got hit. That sucks. He was reversing. He was anticipating being spotted. Now, that is a small circle, isn't it? That's a very small circle. Even if the shot deviates in that circle, the Leopard's got everything going for it, right? It has a small circle to start off with. That would be what Wargaming says is the dispersion. But then the shots tend to congregate around the bullseye with a very steeply, a steep function, right? The Sigma function, the bell curve, is very like a spike. Most of the shots are bullseyes and very few. Oh, you got ammo rack. Well, that's the one thing it has. It has a Sigma ammo rack. And he can't, oh, he did fix it. Okay, he did fix it. Yeah, he used a large repair kit. And this guy's being very aggressive now. He's having a great game. Is this, can he? Yeah. He took a hit. I guess you're going to reload faster than him. You're going to out-reload him. You're going to out-reload him. So be ready. Don't give him a second. Whoa. Woo. Nice play. Nice play. It's good to see a Leopard taking advantage of the situation and actually moving up. They're losing 11-12, so he needed to clear out this flank. And now there's some heavy tanks in the center. And he's telling the Foch to fall back, which is probably smart, so the Foch can spot these heavy tanks as they go towards the... you notice on the minimap there, guys? He's telling the Foch, fall back, because when these guys pull up and they get in the opening, he's going to snipe them. But there is a risk. No, there isn't, because there's only 2 artilleries. So if the Foch falls back and lures them into the openings like this, but if the Foch doesn't fall back, the Foch is not allowing these guys to get in a crossfire. He's not telling the Foch to fall back, because the stupid Foch fall. He's trying to talk about strategy. Right? The Foch had no idea what he was talking about. Do you see? If the Foch fell back right to A5, like on the edge of where the water was, we'll make the mini-map bigger again while he keeps shooting it. If he fell back to these areas here, and these guys moved in, they'd be in a crossfire. The Leopard would have let them get in the open here and just farm them. But he's able to do it anyway, which is okay. He was just trying to help the Foch out. But the Foch would have none of it. Oh! Oh! The artillery took out the 212A, took the guy out. He says, thank you. Wow. That was a clutch shot. And the Foch is saying something in Russian in the chat. Like, why did you tell me to fall back? Screw you. Uninstall. Why didn't you help? So let's watch this Leopard clean up the rest. And then we'll check the post-game stats. And then we'll watch a similarly great game in a medium tank that to me has a fairly good accuracy dispersion statistic. Snap. This is a beautiful shot. But the circle is a little bigger than the Leopards because it's not as the dispersion number is not as tight, not as small. But the shots, the sigma function of it tends to make the shots. It's not a steep curve like this, like a peak. Oh, and another beautiful shot by the artillery. It's more of an open bell curve, right? The shots congregate in the center, but with much more. If you look at the scatter plot, you'd have a lot of dots all over, not all centered in the middle. Let's see if you can. Is there a pixel, Yuri? This guy's doing a beautiful job of spotting for his artillery buddy. Which, why not? Right? He's a very good team player, this guy. He's got low HP. He doesn't want to die. Just go in these bushes right here. Yeah. No, yeah. Yes, now he's got it. It's just beautiful, right? And he did fire HE. So, boom! Oh, his buddy almost... That was teamwork there. Does he have pixel Yeti? Yes. I didn't even... It's bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. It's such a pleasure playing the Leopard. So just a fantastic game, right? And he finishes on top with over 8,000 damage and 5 kills. But let's look at the numbers here. 26 shots. He hit 21 and penned 21. Now, remember I said 2 shots? The one shot, his teammate killed someone before the shell arrived. The other one, he just whiffed. If we take those 2 shots out, it didn't have to fire those. Just, just for argument's sake, 24 shots actually aimed at something. 21 hits, 21 pens. This is a pleasure to play. This tank is a little bit different. And take note that he's equipped this thing with food, purple vents, purple vert stabs. Okay? And then purple gun rammer to increase his DPM. But he's got some pretty good equipment there to make it better than, to improve things. He's probably got a good crew as well. And it's Snowman from the Radar clan playing the AMX-30B. Now, looks like a cool tank. It's other than the tumor on top. But I've got both these tanks, and I played them both. And I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this one, this AMX-30B. It's got speed. It's got good concealment. It's got good DPM. I mean, look at the circle as he's driving around. It's got decent accuracy. It actually has a better turret than the Leopard, but it just does not have the dispersion that's that Wargaming advertises is a little worse, right? It does not have. You can't get this down to 0.28 or 0.27 dispersion. You might get it down to 0.3 or something. But once you're fully aimed, the circle's it's still pretty small. This guy's got a lot of equipment and stuff to make it to improve the size of the circle. It's the dispersion function, right? Where do the shots go once he actually presses the trigger? And in this tank, the function is not a peak like this. It's more open, and more of the shots disperse in that circle, but not bullseyes, which makes it just makes it more difficult. It makes it more frustrating. And the bat chat is buddy in the bat chat is going to attack, and this guy sees this onslaught of enemies and says, no, this is not going to work. He has to get in a position where he can at least get his turret armor to work. So he goes like this, and he bounced. He bounced. He hit, but he bounced. Okay, so he hit and he bounced, and he hit and he missed. I mean, he hit and he penned. So this is good. These are very close shots. So, and he armor not pen. This guy's got 3 for 3. Very close. Very close. He's shooting a very heavily armored target. That one just whiffed. Let's look at that one. I want to look at that one. This is happening very fast. He's very close. I just want to see, where did that shot even go? Well, that was the one that hit. Okay, let's just see where this went. Okay? I know he's aiming. Okay, let's see where this one goes. How far is the target, guys? The target is 134 meters away. Okay. He's not sniping from 400 meters away. He did, he rushed the shot. Maybe not fully aimed, but he does have purple vert stabs, which are supposed to decrease the penalties. He tried, right? That's about as close as you can get. This guy's not going to be fighting from long distance at the beginning here. Let's see where he's going here. Do you see the difference? The difference is subtle, right? The difference is just very subtle. It's and he's not aiming fully. It's not. He's not taking his time. There it goes. He's trying not to expose himself for a long time. He's got high DPM. Look how fast his gun reloads, which makes it. I guess you. Well, you missed another one. If this gun had the accuracy of. If this gun had the sigma dispersion function of the Leopard, this thing would be the best tank in the game. But it doesn't. I'm not. What's the point of this? I'm not saying, this tank sucks and the other one's great. Although there's a little bit of that. Hopefully that hits. I'm just saying that there's different feels to the. Okay, this one's got to hit. Good. There's different feels to the different tanks, and to me, this kind of feel is very frustrating to play. You have to learn to live with it. You have to realize, okay, well, and this guy's also firing APCR. Like a mofo, he's firing the 1,100 shell velocity APCR shell as opposed to the... Oh no, that's the regular ammo. That's the regular ammo. It's the... I've confused myself here. The Heat has lower shell velocity, 300 pen. The one he's firing, yeah, this is the regular armor, the APCR. It's got pretty good shell velocity, 1,100. So it's got good shell velocity. It's got pretty good dispersion statistic. He's got the really good equipment. But if we looked at the statistics for these two tanks on total shots fired, and you have to kind of try and isolate that you don't have a Muppet Leopard player that's just... You can roll out in a Leopard and point your gun in the air and take 20 shots in the air, and you will have 0 hits out of 20. That doesn't prove anything, right? So, but... Oh! That doesn't prove anything. What? Track him. This guy's doing well. So this guy's playing the tank to its strengths. He knows that he has to be... oh, beautiful. Mid-range, close, but not brawling in your face hugging, because he won't bounce anything. He'll get killed. Close, where he has a ridge line where he can kind of try and protect him. His turret is sort of okay, except for the big weak spot. Whoa! And he missed that. He tried. This is the best way to play the tank. If you play the Leopard like this, you're going to get ammo wrecked the first hit you take. If you try and play this one like the Leopard, where you're shooting at 440 meters, oh, it's so frustrating. So it's just a contrast, right? The different gun feel. And for me, the obviously the Leopard is just godlike gun, the feeling of the gun, whereas this one is like, holy shit, I can't believe how many shots I'm missing. And so this one's just too frustrating to play. Because it's not like it has Object 430U armor that you can get that close and... Oh, let's see if you can take this guy out. This is a... Yes, you got him. You're still fragile, right? So you're still fragile and your gun is trolling you. The Leopard is just heads and shoulders better. Okay, you can get in the bush probably. Take the shot and then... Well, it's an Object 268. You don't want to get shot by the Object 268, but I think you could get in the bush without getting detected. You'd be detected already if you couldn't. There you go. Now, I wanna... Is he spotted? No, he's not spotted. This is interesting. Does he take the shot? The guy... If the guy deviates a little bit, I'd take the shot. Get in the bush and stay stationary. No. He's not going to shoot. Well, unless he blind shoots you. His sixth sense is not going off because he's been detected the whole time. There. Now shoot him! What are you doing? No, not now. Not now. There you go. Whoa! Opa! So different playstyle in this, and I guess one of the things, maybe the reason I get frustrated with this one, as opposed to Leopard, is mistakenly, I play them similarly. I want to snipe and use the mobility with both of them, because they're both fragile, right? The Leopard's fragile, this one's fragile. So I don't like to brawl with this one. I don't like to play as close in, because it's fragile. Maybe I'm not good enough to conceal my hull and poke at the right. Like this guy's playing it beautifully, right? He's showing us how to play this thing and get the most out of it. Don't show your ass to the end. That's not how you do it. But you see my point? I play it like the Leopard, and so I'm taking shots at 400 meters, 440 meters, like the Leopard would, and I'm missing a lot of them because the shots on this thing are going to deviate to the edge of the circle much more often than the Leopard. So I find this one frustrating. So I have to, me or anyone that plays this, you have to adjust your play style so that you're not playing it like the Leopard. You have to, this guy's doing it absolutely perfectly. Now he's got him up the ass. See if you can go. Is he turning around? He's still going. He is now turning, but you had the DPM on him, buddy. Track him. There you go. Oh, he's used it. You've got the DPM. You've got it. You got it. You got it. The track wheel. Okay, you got it. Woo! If you get close and semi-brawl with this DPM, it's a... Whoa! Nene! Oh, come on. The Russian art... Oh, that's... Okay, we have to watch that one. Check this shot out, guys. Watch this. Yuri, do we have Pixel? You see, with this tank, wargaming decides. And I guess that's just what I don't like. Long-winded discussion over 2 days, and I think I've illustrated the what I meant, the difference, right? With this tank, with this DPM, if you get lucky with some good Sigma shots and your shots hit, you're going to have monster games. But you're going to have a lot of games where you get close and just get taken out because you're fragile. If two Object 430Us push on you, you're dead. And if you sit back and snipe, you're probably going to miss a lot of shots. So much more difficult. I guess with the Leopard, you just know what your place is. You know what you're good at. And you're very good at what you're good at. Whereas this one, you're not very good at anything, but you're pretty good at everything. So it's... leave some comments. Let me know what you guys prefer. Some people prefer. If you like this playstyle that this guy is showing you, you'd like this tank better than the Leopard. Say, oh, it shoots faster. It's got a little bit of turret armor. I still got mobility. I still got view range. If I can get behind one of these TDs and just keep it permatrack, reloading every 5 seconds. Just it's nuts, right? Oh, that artillery has shown itself. Oh yeah. Now that we gotta watch that. Now that is, see, the first shot that he took at over like 150, 200. This is the first sniping shot that he's taken. So if you play this thing like a leopard, right? If you play this tank like a leopard, this is what's going to happen to you. And he gets ready. And let's see him aim. This would be me playing this tank, okay? This is what would happen if I play this tank. Oh, look, how far is the target? He's going to put the reticule on there, and it says that the target is 419 meters away, right? And I think he's going to fully aim at the center of mass. Let's fully aim, get that circle really small as it'll go, fully aim, keep aiming, aim, keep aiming. See, he's fully aimed. Not yet. Look how much he aims. And then you take a shot, and it doesn't hit bullseye. It doesn't. It almost never will. So well, this one, I bet he does this time. Oh! You will miss a lot of shots simply because you're not hitting a bullseye. So it's, I guess, maybe I like sniper action guns. But then there's dichotomies in the game too. You get the Grillet, which has fantastic dispersion value. And a bit better than the Leopard probably. Try and snipe in that compared to the Leopard. And tell me how many times your shots hit the dirt. Common complaint of Grillet players. You have godlike game, where you take 21 shots and 21 hits bullseye. Of course, you bounce 10 of them because you're a Grillet. But then you play the next game and you take 15 shots and 8 of them miss. Your circle's this big. You're just like... Now, this guy is doing the wrong thing, and I'm going to explain why. The 121B just killed his teammate, which was back at his camping by the base. Why doesn't he just rush the and take out the artillery now? You had time to just rush down there, take out the artillery, and then be in a position to fight the 121B. But and this Leopard teammate is saying the 121B has 21 HP. So I would have taken, because if the artillery hits him now for 600, if he gets spotted by the 121B and the artillery hits him for 600, it's going to be his fault. But we will look at the post-game stats here, whether he wins or not, and just see how he fought much closer in. Most of his shots were from much closer range, except for just a couple at the end there. Right? Almost all his shots were under 200 meter range. And we'll see how many did he shoot, how many did he hit, how many did he pen. And that's the typical what you're going to get when you play this thing. And I haven't kept track of them in my mind. Maybe you guys have, those of you with photographic mind capabilities, you already know. Oh, he took 31 shots and he hit 22 and he penned 16. That would be my guess. 31, 22, 16 will be my guess, but let's see what it is. I don't know what it is. Let's see how close I am. And I'm surprised that the enemies... The T-92 could have told his teammate where he was. And I believe the 121 would be coming back to try and win the game. I would have taken out the artillery and then went after that 121, because you got the HP advantage. So that's unfortunate. I guess AMX is playing for the draw, says the Leopard. And I guess you're probably... He's just not doing it. Why wouldn't you just rush the artillery, buddy? You guys... and now you're going to take the low ground, which is probably not the smartest thing. You are not one shot for 121, and that's exactly, you're not. But you are one shot for artillery. That's why you needed to take the artillery out. And you knew where he was because you shot him. And now he's doing it now, but you're doing it like a minute too late. He's not one shot, isn't he? And now he's been spotted. It's probably the 121B that's come back to help the artillery. And this is, he's screwed up. See, he could have went and killed the artillery immediately. The 121B would be coming back, and he would be on this ridgeline, and he'd be ready to fight the artillery. So, it's unfortunate. There he is. The guy's still there. There you go. If you did that a minute and a half ago, you'd be right here now, waiting to fight the 121B, who's going to just kill you now if you poke this recklessly. Oh, but you bowed. Now you can kill him. But remember Sigma. So he shoots HE. He shot HE. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, he shot HE. So Snowman008, I mean, you had a heck of a draw, my friend. 6,144 damage, 6 kills. But let's see. 32 shots, 25 hits, 19. Yeah, it's all a series of circumstances, but this is typical, right? Compared to the Leopard. Remember, 26 shots, 21 hits, 21 pens. 2 of those shots he just flubbed. 32 shots, 25 hits, 19 pens. A lot of that is Sigma. A lot of it is just rushing your shots because you're brawling. What did I guess 32, 26, 18, didn't I? That was pretty close. Know what I'm doing. Maybe I have the photographic recall memory. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you on the next one.